Naomi, her mother-in-law, said to her, "My daughter, I need to seek some security for you, so that it may be well with you. Now here is our kinsman Boaz, with whose young women you have been working. See, he is winnowing barley tonight at the threshing floor. Now wash and anoint yourself, and put on your best clothes and go down to the threshing floor, but do not make yourself known to the man until he has finished eating and drinking. When he lies down, observe the place where he lies, then go and uncover his feet and lie down, and he will tell you what to do."
She said to her, "All that you tell me I will do." So she went to the threshing floor and did just as her mother-in-law had instructed her. When Boaz had eaten and drunk, and he was in a contented mood, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of grain. Then she came stealthily and uncovered his feet and lay down. At midnight the man was startled and turned over, and there, lying at his feet, was a woman. He said, "Who are you?" And she answered, "I'm Ruth, your servant. Spread your cloak over your servant, for you're next of kin." He said, "May you be blessed by the Lord, my daughter. This last instance of your loyalty is better than the first. You have not gone after young men, whether poor or rich. And now, my daughter, do not be afraid. I'll do for you all you ask. For all the assembly of people you know that you're a worthy woman. But now, though it's true that I'm a near kinsman, there is another kinsman more closely related than I. Remain this night, and in the morning, if he will act as a next of kin for you, good, let him do it. If he's not willing to act as next of kin for you, then, as the Lord lives, I will act as next of kin for you. Lie down until the morning."
So she lay at his feet until morning, but got up before one person could recognize another, for he said, "It must not be known that the woman came to the threshing floor." Then he said, "Bring the cloak you're wearing and hold it out." So she held it, and he measured out 6 measures of barley and put it on her back, and then he went into the city. She came to her mother-in-law, who said, "How did things go with you, my daughter?" Then she told her all that the man had done for her, saying, "He gave me these 6 measures of barley, for he said, 'Do not go back to your mother-in-law empty-handed.'" She replied, "Wait, my daughter, until you learn how the matter turns out. For the man will not rest, but will settle the matter today."
I came to the US 4 years ago. I grew up in South Korea. I was born in Seoul, and I moved to the US because of my dad. I'm really from a bad family. My dad was really violent. So when I just moved to the US, I was like mentally hurt, and I think I was more depressed, and because I was far away from Jesus.
Claire is an incredibly gifted woman, and she has a lot of initiative and energy, but she has some challenges. Because she left the home so young, there's a lot of skills that she's having to learn. But I also sensed a loneliness and kind of a questions.
I was doing music stuff since I was young, so I was just looking for choir in Seattle, and that's why I found UPC.
I was rehearsing in the choir. It was the beginning of the school year. Claire was new, but what really got my attention about Claire is that her last name was Kwon, which is the same last name that I had growing up. And I know that the Kwon family from Korea, there's only one Kwon family, and so we must be related, even though it might be several generations away.
We just like talked time to time at the choir at first. I think I got close from Linda when I was applying for the college. And that's how Linda got to know about me better.
Being strong in God's word, being connected with a Christian community is such a life-saving thing. I wish I had had an older woman that would have been a spiritual mentor for me, which I didn't have. And so that's what I want to be for her.
She was mentor like for everything pretty much, spiritually, academically, pretty much everything. Whenever I go wrong, she just like take me back to the light. She is a family.
I'm learning about Korean culture. She's answered questions, and we've talked about Korean culture versus American culture. I'm learning a lot from her as well. I'm not the only one that has been praying for Claire. We've had several people in the choir involved. I wanted her to know that she is special, and a reminder that God has a plan for her, that she's very unique and that she can trust Him.
Because when I was in the darkest moment of my life, I met her and I got better. I came back to Jesus. So it must not be a coincidence. It must be a plan of Jesus. That's what I'm thinking.